Great Lakes are a diamond on the hand of North America, a brightly shining jewel on the friendship bordering. Freshwater highway coming down from Canada, all around the shoreline you can hear them sing. Sweet Mother Michigan, Father Superior, coming down from Mackinac and Sault Ste. Marie. Blue water Huron flow down to Lake Erie, oh, fall to Ontario, run on out to sea.
All right, June 1st, approximately 10:20-ish, departing Buffalo, heading for Canada. You see, all right, and the wind was dying and just picked up for us in a positive direction, over 4 knots again. We were down below 3. Hey, Daniela. I see a weird marker out there.
It is a weird marker. I mean, we're hitting Canadian waters.
I'm wondering if that is the border.
Oh.
Big wind. Moving now. I don't know if you can see up there in the distance is a white tower. Whoa! Okay, nose are up into the wind. Here we go. We want to stay as close to that wind as we can.
Okay.
Danielle's enjoying a Bloody Mary, as I am, to celebrate Canadian waters. Oh, it'd be nice if it stayed like this all day. This would be perfect. So what's our Lake Erie fact for the day? Did you find one?
Yes, our Lake Erie fact of the day. So there's a legendary monster on Lake Erie, nicknamed Bessie, and there's currently a marina in Huron that is offering a $100,000 reward for its capture.
And
it hasn't been sighted at all very recently. I think the last time was like 1994, but most of its tradition is from the 1890s. And a lot of people saw a 30-foot monster that looked like a snake coming out of the lake. Also, Great Lakes Brewing Company releases a beer every spring in honor of Bessie, called the Lake Erie Monster.
And there you have it. Okay, we're getting close to time to put up the quarantine flag.
Are we?
Yes, if you notice, everyone watching, we have the American flag up. We're going to stick with tradition when we enter across international waters. We're to put up the quarantine flag until we check in with Canada, and after that we'll put up the Canadian flag. Well, we're slowly making our way to Port Colborne, and we are passing the lighthouse of Port Albino. Did I pronounce that correctly? Very pretty. Winds are not cooperating yet today. We've been motoring most of the way. They've been dead on and very light. And it seems hardly worth the effort. Well, it's 1 o'clock, and we were just moseying along with our motor, and what happened, first mate?
It just stopped.
It just stopped.
Softly, but it stopped. It didn't blow up, it didn't make a bunch of noise, it just
Quit. And what's not my forte?
Engines.
Engines. We're about a little over 6 miles away from Port Colborne. This was not something I anticipated after the engine did so well coming into Dunkirk. There's a Point Albino again. Have we remembered we had this problem with Land Dodger?
We did. Same kind of engine.
I have a spare one of those parts, but I can't think of what the name of that part is.
Scott be able to help you? You could call him.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to, I'm going to have to call somebody. Of course, I don't know if I have his number right now.
I have it in my phone.
Do you have the phone number?
Sailing vessel waiting to go up on Black Rock Lock.
That's not
Black
us.
Rock Lock.
Was it an alternator? Solenoid?
Cap switch and answer channel 12.
Solenoid.
Solenoid?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Is that like the engine's fat storage? Like celluloid?
Solenoid. Solenoid. Can you bear off there first, mate? Right there! We're not in a hurry. Well, anyway, whatever that engine problem was, we waited 20 minutes or 30 minutes and she would start right up. Plenty of gas. She may not be getting gas, that could be an issue. Don't know why that would stop. But that just gives me an idea. I think I can know how to check that.
Something else to work on.
Okay, let's check that first. Guess what?
What?
It started.
Yes, it did.
Didn't sound right though, huh?
To me, it sounds like it has where we are right now.
Do you think it sounds normal right now?
Yeah, I do. I always remember it sounding a little like shaky, but not in a bad way. Just how it was.
They said in the book if it was a fuel problem, like running out of gas or a clogged fuel filter or what have you, it'd be kind of a putting out.
Okay.
If it's more of an electrical, it'd be sudden. Which
That was sudden.
That was sudden. So it leads me to think it's that problem we were experiencing with Land Dodger. What do you think our best course of action is? Just motor in?
I'd say, yeah, I'd say let it go as long as it can.
Or
If it
should we
cuts off
sail
again,
as-
then
Do the same thing
Yeah.
again?
yeah. Say let it go.
What are we, about 6 miles out now?
Yeah, somewhere there.
Damn you, engine! Didn't sound right though upon starting. It did not idle well at all.
I had noticed that it wasn't idling particularly well anyway. I just thought that's how it was. So it didn't hurt me to say like it always has.
I don't know, but she's running, so let's go with this. All right.
Are you ever going to let me stop sailing?
Oh my. Well, we are approaching the, I guess, Welland Canal. Boat we've been maintaining about 3.5 to 375 since the reported trouble. And the engine started, clearly not pushing it at all. Finally, we've taken the sails down. Absolutely no wind anyway, so wouldn't do any good to have them up in case of engine failure. I have readied the anchor, however, just in case. It would be a huge bummer to have it fail right now. Pretty exciting though. Be able to take our quarantine flag down before long, put up the Canadian flag, put up our peace flag later. Show them we come in peace. Molson's good beer, we agree. Danielle readied the boat.
I did.
Apparently we don't need dock lines, but you know, whatever.
Well, we got one up there.
Yeah, only one's
We'll
enough.
get it eventually. And all that, I forgot you always take that one off.
Yeah, I get it.
Which in my mind is unnecessary, but, you know.
Who's capping?
Exactly. It was probably also unnecessary for us to order as much food as we have in the last 6 weeks. Who's captain of plans? That'd be me.
Yes, eating has not been an issue. I believe we can see the Sugarloaf Marina off in the distance there, in front of what appears to be a hotel of some sort.
Hotel? Looks like prison.
A prison of some sorts. Probably for the American tourists that get out of the way. And I don't know, but that could be a lock. Remember we saw those two towers?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that would be the first lock.
Probably.
Couple, well, at least one freighter outside of the lock. That's pretty cool.
No freighters on the way in though.
No, we have not seen any freighters at this end of the lake at all.
We're ready to take them on.
Are you gonna hit that sailboat there, or?
No, see them right in the middle. And that sailboat stopped moving. They moved for us.
They move for us. They have no power.
They're just sitting there. Doing everything as instructed. Right in the middle. I think I'm trying to get as precise as possible between the two.
Even if that means running another sailboat over.
Well, yeah. In the middle. It was made very clear.
These poor people trying to enjoy the day with no wind.
It's not going particularly well. We've had a few days like that.
Too many.
But they became enjoyable at some point.
No wonder my engine's. That's true. That's
We
been
had some
bad.
good times on that little boat without the engine.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Just laying around.
Just laying around.
Nope, time to relax. Nothing we can do.
We are at the Sugarloaf Marina, Port Colborne, Canada.
I was in the process of writing it when you said, what is it?
Kind of a neat little spectacle going on here.
His brother's 8,
Yeah.
and I'm sure he'll try it.
You said he's a bit of a daredevil, eh?
Yeah, the 8-year-old's a daredevil.
About ready to head into town, see what's going on. Danielle wants to do some shopping
And eat, of course.
and eat. He's not very good. Better than I am, I suppose. All the marinas are beginning to look alike. We're liking this one so far. We checked in with customs, cleared,
Well, you checked it.
because you had to stay, well, you had to stay on the boat, which you didn't want to do. Danielle was ready to buck the system.
Get off the boat. Check in myself. I'll need a man to check in for me.
Challenging them.
Is this the 50s?
Why do we have to do it that way? Danielle, I didn't make up the rules. That's just how you do it. Okay, we're shopping in Colborne, and we walked into a little store, and I found a friend who will not leave us alone. Hi.
This is the best cat I've ever seen. Can we take her home?
Hey, I'm sure we could get away with that.
I bet we could. I bet she'd be a great little cat.
What are you doing? You're stopping me from shopping, which I'm sure your master would not agree with. No, don't go up my pant leg. Do you know I don't like cats? Did you? Oh, look at that! I don't like cats. I'm not a cat fan.
Yes, you are.
Go see her.
Come here.
Go see Danielle.
Come here, pretty. Oh.
That's fun. Well, as any boater, sailor knows, it's the rule of the roads are red right returning. And when we were coming into harbor last night, I noticed it was reversed, which made no sense to me. But I put my brain to working, put two and two together, and realized that on the Welland Canal, returning is coming from sea. Even as you're entering Lake Erie. When I say sea, of course, I mean the Atlantic Ocean and the St. Lawrence Riverway. So I thought that was very nifty. Would that be the first lockdown there? You don't know?
First or the last?
Good point.
I don't know.
You're right, it would be the last. You can see kind of the Canal waterfront, if you will. A lot of shopping along that area, which we're going to explore a little bit later. I believe these are, I think they've built 4 canals in the Welland area throughout its time span. And I think these would be the old ones. 1, 2, 3, who knows. And clearly as ships became bigger, they had to keep expanding. I'm a little envious. Of course, they may only be going to Ontario, but my fantasies of sailing away, this is my way to the Atlantic Ocean, so I'm really psyched to be here at the Welland Canal. Well, here we are on Canal Side Street, I believe is the name of the street, and I just found my favorite store. This is a kid's wonderland here. This place is awesome. Well, it's a beautiful Monday afternoon. Danielle and I went into town and explored, did some shopping, had some lunch, and had an overall good time. I called the mechanic and he came out this afternoon and looked at the engine problems. And I did not get the answer I wanted, but it was the answer I expected, was that he couldn't answer it. Coil, modulator, amplifier, and one other thing that I noted down, I can't remember at the moment. All electrical, and until it breaks down he can't solve the problem, which is what I expected, but I would not, or was not willing to leave this harbor for a 10-hour, 11-hour sail to Port Dover without having the engine looked over by a professional. So we're just going to have to go on and hope that the problem never occurs again. If it does, I have a sail. But whereas I was feeling very confident a few days ago, now I'm not so much about the engine anyway. But anyway, Danielle's down below writing, and I'm up here enjoying a drink, and it's a beautiful day. It's nice. Good morning. It's June 3rd. I'm looking at a pretty unique little boat. I have no idea what that is, but it's very low. Low to the water, very narrow, but they have a nice auto helm on there. That's something you use. Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be great on Lake Erie, but generally I think of those with ocean-going vessels. But they're set up to go places. Anyway, it's June 3rd, as I said. Today, if we were to stay on schedule, we would have left for Port Dover. But per the weather forecast yesterday, we decided to delay departure until tomorrow. Supposed to have some southwest winds, 15 to 20 at least, if not higher. Spoke with a lady yesterday who said that would not be good. Noting they could build a 6 to 8 foot. So we opted not to leave. Some thunderstorms in the forecast today as well. A couple in the afternoon. 50% chance. What's that mean? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But there's not a lot between here and Port Dover to run for shelter if we needed to. So just decided to wait for tomorrow, which looks to be pretty nice, though the winds are going to be out of the west, which means we'll be beating all the way there, and at 4 knots direct course, that's an 11-hour sail, 10.5-hour sail. Beating into it could be 15 hours, who knows. Winds might get light, so we'll have to motor, and hopefully that motor will keep working tomorrow. Otherwise, we're going to have a very long day. I want to leave very early, like at sunrise, if not sooner. Danielle's not too thrilled about that, but I think it's the wise choice tomorrow. You can see living a dream here. You can see I have a little boom tent set up. Not ideal. I had the gentleman that made our cushions just throw that together for me until I can purchase a much better one that would go up the boom further and provide us more shelter, maybe a little lower on the sides. But that'll serve its purpose for now. At least we can kind of close the hatch and keep some rain off of us, as long as it's not coming from aft of the boat. Keeps us a little drier and able to keep the hatchway and companionway open a little bit so we can get some air down there and not completely locked in. See, I'm flying my flags. I'm very happy about that. We've had a great time here. A lot of good food. The restaurant here was open last night. They had good food. We're going back into town today to get on the internet. Call and make reservations at Port Dover for tomorrow. Should not be a problem.
The Great Lakes are a diamond on the hand of North America, a brightly shining jewel on the friendship bordering. Freshwater highway coming down from Canada, all around the shoreline you can hear them sing. Sweet Mother Michigan, Father Superior, coming down from Mackinac and Sault Ste. Marie. Blue water Huron, flow down to Lake Erie, oh, fall to Ontario, run on out to sea. Hardy are the seamen on the ships that load the iron ore, sailing out of Thunder Bay and bound for Buffalo. Hardy are the fishermen, just like their fathers were before, who say they'll bury me at sea come my time to go. Sweet Mother Michigan, Father Superior, coming down from Mackinac and Sault Ste. Marie. Water Huron, flow down to Lake Erie, oh, fall to Ontario, run on at sea. Oh, the tales the sailors spin of mermaids singing in the wind, the sinking of the Bessemer, the drowning of the crew. Memories of waters crossed, of women won and fortunes lost, are etched upon their faces and their faded old tattoos. Down below the quarterdecks, the old men mend the fishing nets, and up above the windy bridge, young men cursing to the wind. All along the Windsor streets, the white